All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. It's Thursday, man, and I'm feeling a little better. I'm feeling a little better today. Wife is still under the weather, but she's doing a little better. Our anniversary yesterday. That's why, as many of you see my post, I didn't do another. I did one video. I was gonna do it some more. I was like, no, I'm just gonna spend what time we can spend together, with each other, and even though we didn't do much, but we stayed in the house, but we enjoyed some time, and so for everyone that wished me happy anniversary, man, I just want to tell you guys on here, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Shouts out to my wife, man. She's an amazing woman, and I love you, babe. Anyway, all right, so let's get to it. So many of you know Jared Dudley, and if you don't know Jared Dudley, he's a big LeBron James guy, right? He's a basketball player, big LeBron James guy. You might have heard LeBron been upset about him going on. He's now assistant coach with the Mavericks, and I thought it was gonna be left at that, right? But apparently not, man. So there are some things that came out. Let's look it up right here. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of paraphrase this article a little bit, and so Jared Dudley has retired from his playing career and now an assistant coach with the Dallas Mavericks. How did we get here? He said, "I thought I was coming back to the Lakers. This is crazy. The impact of Dudley's locker room leadership has been an apparent in comments ranging from superstars like LeBron James to young players like Kyle Kuzma, who said Jared Dudley was the best teammate he's ever had. There was an expectation that Dudley and the Lakers star players that he would be brought back to the team. He felt his leadership would help give them the significant roster turnover the team underwent." All right, let's keep going here. "No one owed me anything. The Lakers front office people were honest and upfront. Nothing but respect and gratitude to them and Jenny Buss. I will be forever thankful for the opportunity they gave me," he said. "But I didn't want to come back. I did want to come back. I did think I could help the team, especially having so many new players, but I understand they wanted to get younger." I don't know about getting younger because they ain't do much getting younger at all. So Laker management, I thanked them, but I told them, "You're valuing youth more than a locker room presence guy," Dudley said. "I respect you for doing that, but I think you're wrong. When people say I'm a locker room presence, my job was to be more than a locker room presence. You're a guidance counselor, a relationship expert. I'm the middleman that brings it all together." The Mavericks, they go on to talk about how the Mavericks will put Dudley leadership to full use with Jason Kidd taking over as a head coach. He has significant prior experience playing under Kidd, so he has a strong familiarity with his strengths and weaknesses running the team. All right, let me say this, man. I'm not undermining Jared Dudley. I'm not saying Jared Dudley is not a key part to that team. Of what, but to me, the role, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, the role that he offered, or he wasn't playing, but he was like a locker room guy. I think that works well with younger players. Now I don't get what he said the Lakers got younger. You show me where they got younger at. They definitely didn't get no younger. But I think, like you see a Kyle Kuzma say he was the best teammate he ever had and stuff like that. I'm not doubting that. But I also want to say that I don't think, with this group of veterans, I don't think you need that so much. Like, I don't think you really need Jared Dudley to be the one to kind of keep it all together. These are young guys these are older guys on the tail end of their careers. Now, when you think about, because when you think about like Russell Westbrook, right? Like his demeanor, his temperament can be a bit much. So could he help with that situation? Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, if he's coming, I mean, what was his role be? Assistant coach or something? Like, I don't get it. I get, I've never been inside of an NBA locker room. I'm not saying Jared Dudley isn't valuable in a locker room. And I know he's a LeBron guy. But I think that I don't think the Lakers value that as much as he would have liked them to. I don't think I value that as much as he would have liked them to, because I don't know the inner workings of an NBA locker room. Obviously, I've never played in the NBA. That wasn't in the card for me. I wish, but so I say all that to say, I get. And you see he's kind of frustrated. He want to be back there. He want to be with them, but at the same time, I think the Lakers did what they felt was best, man. It's about, in my opinion, I think they're trying to maximize the potential of LeBron James while they still have him in his later years. They trying to get another championship or two out of their current situation. So I feel as though they felt like Jerry Dudley didn't fit with that no more. But we also have to understand too, the ownership and the decision makers are not necessarily in the locker rooms like that, right? Like you look at, I'm quite sure Rob Pelinka celebrates or come in every now and then, but I don't see him as a guy that's sitting he don't know the inner workings of the locker room, who are the key pieces to a locker room. All he knows is he got to figure out this puzzle of, all right, this is what we got. How do we maximize this roster and get a championship caliber team together? So will Jared Dudley be missed? I'm quite sure. I mean, we've seen LeBron James go on social media and pretty much upset that he's gone. He really wanted him to stay. That was his guy. I get it, but I just don't. I can't condemn the Lakers for that move, because I mean, on the court we know he don't contribute much, but off the court, locker room, maybe a great locker room guy, man. But I don't think with this group of veterans, I don't think you really need someone to. If these guys still got to be at this point, look, the Lakers got a bunch of guys who are like, hey man, I need this shot at a chip. You look at the people they brought in, except Trevor Ariza, he already got one, But you look at the guys they brought in, it's like, I don't really think they need that leadership, right? Like now, a younger team, yeah, they would need that leadership. If you had a team full of young guys, you had a veteran president like Jared Dudley, cool, that works. But someone like Jared Dudley in this locker room, I can see him being one of the guys, but I just don't see him playing that significant of a role, because everyone comes into this situation knowing their role, right? Everyone. Only question mark is how much could Russell Westbrook kind of temper his motor a little bit, because we know he's on 110 at all times. So how can he dial that back to do what's best for the team? That's the only question. I think Carmelo is at a point where he know his role. Obviously, Dwight Howard know his role. Trevor Ariza is going to know his role. Wayne Ellington is going to know his role. So these guys, even though they brung them in, they are very aware of where they're at in their career and what role they're going to play on this team. I think that everyone kind of know the hierarchy, how things going to go. Until LeBron's off the team, it's LeBron's team. Until Anthony Davis officially take that reins from him, and which I could look forward to in the coming years, as long as Anthony Davis can stay healthy. So we'll see, man. But me personally, I kind of disagree with Jeff. I get what he's saying, but I don't think this team really needed that. Maybe last year's team did. They had a little bit. They were a little younger, because one of the younger ones on the team said he was the best teammate ever. So, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see how it all pans. Maybe we messing up with losing Jared Dudley, but I just didn't think this team needed. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, man. You guys be great.